If I were to choose one question that coaches ask me the most, it would be this: how much should I charge for my coaching services? The answer is not a straightforward one. The coaching industry is not regulated yet, and therefore there is no guidance around how much to charge or what the market rate for coaching should be. That can be both good and bad. It's good if you know what to take into account when you set your prices, and it gives you the freedom to construct an offer and price it however you want. But if you're not familiar with what influences the price of coaching, it can be really difficult to know how much to charge for your services and to be able to justify that price to a potential client and to yourself, especially if you're a new coach or at the beginning of your coaching business journey. So let's talk about what influences coaching prices so you can make a better informed decision when you set your own prices for your coaching services. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alisa and I am a financial coach and business mentor for qualified coaches who wish to build a financially viable coaching business. One of the main aspects that influence financial viability are your coaching prices. Set them wrong and they can really stand in the way of reaching your financial and business goals. Set them right and build an appropriate business model around them, and they have the potential to accelerate the financial progress of your business. I'm not going to tell you how much to charge. This is not what this video is about. As much as I would like to give you a number, there simply isn't any that will fit every coaching niche and the services that every coach offers. What I can share with you are the main factors that influence pricing and the things that can make a difference to your coaching prices. So I'll split this video into two parts. The first one will be about pricing influencers and the second about pricing differentiators. I'll explain what I mean by these two terms and share the elements that you need to keep in mind when setting your prices. Sound good? Let's jump straight in. Pricing influencers, what are they? They are the external things that influence how much you will charge for your coaching products or services. You don't have a lot of control over them. This is just a matter of being aware of what they are. And the first one is market demand. Is there enough demand for the type of coaching you're looking to offer? And are people willing and able to pay for it? In order to answer this question, you need to have a very well-defined coaching niche. If that's not the case for you yet, I suggest you watch this video, where I talk about how to go about choosing a coaching niche. After you watch the video, you might still not be convinced about choosing a niche, because a lot of people resist the idea of narrowing down their focus, because in theory, we can coach anyone. And that's true, but in practice, it doesn't work like that. I wrote an article on this topic, which I will link for you in the description box below, and I also have a video where I address the most common concerns people have about niching down. Assuming that you do have a niche, if you choose one based on my recommendation at the intersection between your passion, experience, and the demand on the market, you will have already done some research on demand. If you're in the process of researching demand, I have an article about it, which includes a section for how to test the market. I will link it in the description box. So that's the first price influencer, the demand for the type of coaching and the type of service you want to offer. Closely related to that is the price of substitutes and alternatives on the market. What do I mean by this? Your clients are willing to pay to have a problem solved. But coaching is only one potential solution. There might be others out there as well. For example, let's say you are a nutrition coach helping people eat intuitively so they can lose weight. Their problem is that they are overweight. The solution to that can be working with someone like you, but it can also be to join a Weight Watchers program, or to work with a fitness instructor, or to use an app that tracks their calories, etc. When you set your coaching prices, you need to be aware of how much it would cost the client to purchase any of these alternative products or services. Having this information, you can then position your services as a better alternative to what already exists out there and price them accordingly based on the benefits of working with you. Perhaps some clients have already purchased some of these alternative services or products and they didn't work for them. Why didn't they work, and why is coaching different? What is it about the coaching approach that separates it from what they have already tried before? You see where I'm going with this, and I'm already venturing into coaching offer territory, so let's stick to pricing for now. Another aspect you can pay attention to is how much other coaches are charging for similar services. This can give you an indication of what the going rate is for the type of coaching that you do, but I would look at it for informative purposes only, rather than try to copy someone else's offer and their prices. And that is because even if your title is the same, let's say you're both a career coach, your target market might be very different, which will influence the price as well. And this is where the next price influencer comes in, your client's level of disposable income or available budget if you work with companies. I was talking about this just the other day with a client. People and companies have varying levels of funds at their disposal to invest in coaching depending on several factors. Someone in their 20s might not be able to make a certain investment simply because they don't have that kind of money available for coaching, versus someone who is more senior in their career. They have a higher salary and perhaps have even had coaching before, and they are aware of the value that it can offer. Similarly, a not-for-profit organization usually has a lower budget allocated to the development of their staff versus a for-profit organization. Company size matters as well, whether they have a dedicated department in charge of employee well-being or benefits or whatever area is relevant for your coaching. One thing I want to mention when it comes to income or budgets, though, is to not make assumptions. I was sharing some examples here for the sake of clarifying, but I suggest you do proper research instead of assuming your clients won't be able to afford your services. I felt the need to add this because I see it all the time with new clients. They have not even set their prices, yet they assume they're going to be too high for their clients. We'll talk more about this a bit later, but keep that in mind for now. If you're getting value from the video so far, I would appreciate it if you gave it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you're inclined to leave a comment, that would make my day. It really helps to support the channel, and I thank you in advance if you do. Okay, let's now talk about pricing differentiators. These are the internal factors that can allow you to charge more and justify these higher prices. When I say internal factors, what I mean is that they are either about you or your business, so you have a much higher degree of control over them. The first one is your and your business's reputation. What are you known for? Have you started to build a name in your field? And if not, what would you like to be known for? The thing about reputation is that you are building it every day with everything that you do. Your work with clients, of course, contributes to your reputation, but so does your activity on social media and how you behave in a social situation, at a networking event, during a podcast interview, etc. Your reputation and your experience go hand in hand. Are you a qualified coach? Is your coaching qualification accredited by a reputable coaching body? How much experience do you have as a coach? These can all make a difference to the way you set your prices. If you don't yet have experience as a coach, I talk about how to get taken seriously as a new coach in this video. It's not only your coaching experience that can make a difference though. If you have experience working in the industry in which you now coach, or if you have experienced some of the problems your clients struggle with, that experience is very valuable as well, so don't dismiss it. As you gain more experience as a coach, you will start to build social proof in the form of testimonials and recommendations from clients, associations with reputable companies and organizations, winning awards, etc. The more social proof you have, genuine of course, the more you can justify a higher price point because clearly you can help people get results. With social proof comes brand awareness. And the more people are aware of you and you become well known for the type of coaching you do, the more demand there will be for your particular services. When that happens, you'll know it's time to review your prices. In any case, it's good practice to do it often, and I recommend reviewing your prices every 6 months. If you think that's a bit too often for you at this point, make sure you do it at least once a year. So we've talked about reputation, experience, social proof, and brand awareness so far. When you hear people say you should charge what you are worth, These are the elements they are referring to, that you should charge according to what you bring to the table. I personally think the choice of words in the expression charge what you're worth is a poor one. And bringing our self-worth into the mix can become problematic, but that is a different discussion, perhaps for another day. However, I wanted to offer this clarification here for those of you who want to understand what is meant by charging what you're worth. The next price differentiator is the trust that the client has in you and your services. In other words, do they believe that by working with you, they will be able to solve their problem? I've talked about this before, but it's your job to put together a relevant and attractive coaching offer that your clients will want to buy. What's in it for them if they buy? What can they expect their results to be? What results have other people with similar problems achieved after working with you? Do you understand their problem enough? Do you know what their ideal solution looks like after solving this problem? I talk more about coaching offers and how to create your own in this video. Once they know, like, and trust you, your clients are more likely to become more relaxed about buying because they believe you can help them. But they also believe something else, or they should anyway. They believe that your services are valuable. The way your client perceives the value of what you offer will have a great impact on the prices you can charge. This is important, and you shouldn't let your own perceptions get in the way. It is all about your client. And speaking of your own perceptions, one big price differentiator is your mindset. The beliefs you have about coaching, how much clients are willing to pay for it, whether it's a commodity or a luxury. Your confidence in your abilities as a coach and as a business owner. Your belief about what is possible for you. The way you conduct yourself, the way you talk about your work and your prices, your self-confidence. All of this will have a massive impact on your prices. Which is why once you get to a price based on all of the elements I talked about so far, you need to work on believing in this price and justifying it for yourself. That is not easy, and I recommend that you talk to your own coach about this topic. I might consider filming a video about it if there is enough interest, so let me know in the comments if you'd like me to. And that concludes today's video. A bit longer than usual, but pricing is a topic that has a lot of nuances, and we've only just scratched the surface today. If you have any questions about pricing or general questions about building a coaching business, please leave them in the comments below. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, check out these other 2 videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alisa, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.